A few months ago, Omega launched this. The Omega Speedmaster Pilot Flight Qualified only issued to US military pilots, but today they released this slightly different variation to the Civ Pop, or regular old civilians like you and me. It's been a great year to be a Speedmaster lover, most notably the white dial variation of the Speedy, then the first Omega in space, and now this. Every time I think I have a new favorite Speedmaster, Omega releases another one that I love more. Looking at this new one, there's a few Speedmasters it reminds me of. First thing that comes to mind is the Speedmaster Mark 40, with similar colors and chronograph hands, or the Flightmaster, of course. But the dial layout feels much more like the current Speedmaster 57, with baton indices, 2 registers at 9 o'clock and 3 o'clock, date at 6 o'clock, vintage style pushers, and the flat link bracelet. Specification-wise, the Speedmaster Pilot has a case diameter of 40.85mm, 14.54mm thickness, in a brushed stainless steel case. One crucial note is the 100 meters of water resistance rather than the usual 50 meters on the Speedmaster, which I think is commercially smart. Looking at the dial, the 9 o'clock register is the running seconds, as per, but with a blue horizon and bold yellow accents. At 3 o'clock, the 60-minute and 12-hour recorder, which is inspired by the burn rate indicator in aircraft cockpits. Powering this watch is the coaxial caliber 9900, which is an automatic movement and METAS approved. Design-wise, this is striking. Big, bold colors. This has a lot of lume for Omega as well, with the hour-minute hands and hour markers, all with large blocks of white superluminova. Looking at the case, for me, everything is just right, with the vintage style pushers and my personal favorite Omega bracelet with the flat links. Caseback wise, this is only available with a closed caseback featuring the hippocampus and the Omega logo. I am a weirdo who prefers a closed caseback on most watches, and I actually love the way Omega decorates their closed casebacks. I'd take this over looking at an automatic rotor all day, every day. Now, I haven't been hands-on with this new Omega. These are just some of my first reactions from seeing pictures, watching videos, but here's some of the things that I like and don't like. Let's start with the good. Let's start with some of the things that I like. Number 1, I really like the colors. They're bold, funky, and it feels like they should clash, but they don't. Number 2, I think this fits in well to the Speedmaster catalog and fills a different slot.
That's what she said. That's what she said. That's what she said.
3, 100 meters of water resistance is such a commercially good move. My husband used to always go swimming in his 50 meters of water resistance Speedmaster, but a lot of people are wary of it, and for good reason, so I think this is a positive shift. 4, the choice of flat link bracelet, yes. 5, I don't know how I haven't talked about this yet, but the case size being a sub 42mm Speedmaster, yes, fantastic. I think I need to see this in person and try it on before I make any big judgments on the sizing, but this is my initial instinct. And 6, I love the lume, high legibility. I think this is just a slam dunk. Now, what I don't like, the thickness is concerning. 14.5mm is quite thick, but once again, I need to see it in person to fully assess. And 2, there's something quite sacrilege about an automatic Speedmaster. I know this is a Flightmaster, so it's a little bit different, but I don't know, I kind of wish it was manual winding. But I think a lot of people will disagree with me on this one. What I think other people might comment on, but I don't have strong feelings about, the price. I usually have strong feelings on Omega pricing. Yeah, I guess I still kind of have feelings on this. This is retailing for £8,900 or $9,500 USD, which is a lot. Omegas are getting really expensive these days, and it's getting harder and harder to justify the retail prices. But it should be noted, these are priced the same as the current Speedmaster 57s, and these are either housed in the same case or an entirely new case. I don't fully know. The proportions are really similar. I'll put them on screen now and you can see. So either Omega's measuring isn't quite the same across the board, or this is an entirely new case. But I think it is reasonable to price these the same as the current Speedy 57s. Even if that price is a little bit high, but they didn't use this as an opportunity to price it higher like they usually do. Anyways, those are just some of my thoughts. Another amazing release from Omega. I feel like 2024 has been strength to strength for them, and possibly maybe the strongest Speedmaster year ever? Is that too strong to say? Maybe, probably, but whatever. Let's be a bold, spicy flavor. Let's say it anyways. I'd love to know what you think about this in the comments down below, and Omega this year in general. Let me know. And Pope tier patrons, get their names on the screen.